Good morning. Today we are beginning our class on business maths for BCom fourth sem, and we'll be starting with mm, compound interest. Now, what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest? Now, in case of simple interest, we have say a person has invested 10% in has invested rupees 1,000 on 10% for say 3 years. So after 3 years, he gets rupees 1100 back. But however, in the case of compound interest, the interest is calculated differently. In the case of first year, mm, he gets 1000 plus 100 as interest for the first year. In the case of second year, gets 1000 and 100. In the case of third year, that is his interest for the first year is 100. His interest for the second year is say 10% on 100, last the 100 for the second year, that is 210, and so on and so forth. So we can see that in case of simple interest and in case of compound interest, what we'll have is that the difference is, say that is in case of simple interest we only get the interest on the principal, but we do not get the interest on the interest as a whole. So we only get interest on the principal, that is for person giving a certain sum of money, he for simple interest will only get interest on the principal, but he will get no interest on the interest. Or in case of compound interest, this is not the case. So in the case of formula, we see that when for the first year, both the formula for the simple interest and compound interest is same. For the formula for the case of simple interest was P into R into N by 100. Now, so in the case of compound interest for n years, when the year is n is equal to 1, that is for the first year, it will be P into R into 1 divided by 100. And n is on first year, that is n is equal to 1, or is equal to P into R by 100. And the amount is equal to P plus I is equal to P plus P into R by 100. However, this changes for the second year. Is equal to, we take a common factor. Now we take a common factor, P is equal, amount is equal to P plus P into R by 100. We take P as the common factor, and we have the compound interest as P into 1 plus R by 100 is equal to P1. Now interest for the second year is equal to P1 into R into I by 100, that is P1 into R by 100. That is interest for the second year. So what does the amount become at the end of second year is equal to P1 plus P1 into R by 100, because amount changes from the first year to the second year. Now we have, that is P1, taking P1 common, we have P1 into 1 plus R by 100. That is, we have P as common into 1 plus R by 100 into 1 plus R by 100. That is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole square. That is for the second year. So if we are going in for the third year, we have P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 3. Now we can see that this is the basic difference between simple and compound interest, that we do not get interest on interest. That is, we have for the third year P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 3. So in the general amount for n years, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n. So we have the compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Compound interest is actually equal to amount minus principal. We have P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n minus P, or we have compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n minus 1, because we are taking P common. The compound interest, we are taking P or the principal as common, and we are getting the formula for compound interest as P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n minus 1. Now compound interest, as we can see, will always be greater than simple interest, because compound interest will always be higher than that of simple interest, because it is giving us interest on top of interest, and we are not getting that in case of a simple interest. Now we find the compound interest on 10,000 at 5.5% per annum for 5 years. Now also find the amount. Mm, Now you can see compound interest P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n minus 1. Now this is the whole formula. Now we have a P is equal to 10,000, R is equal to 5.5, and n is equal to 5. So we have P is equal to 10,000, R is equal to 5.5, and we have n is equal to 5. So we have the amount as P into 1 plus R by n to the power of 100. P is 10,000, and we have the rate of interest as 5.5%, 1 plus 5.5 by 100, and number of years is to the power of 5. So what P is principal, P into 1 plus R by n to the power of 100. Now when we are multiplying 10,000 into 1 plus 5.5 divided by 100, that is 1.055 divided 1.055 to the power of 5. We are using our calculator to calculate the value of this, that is 10,000 into 1.3094, that is 1.055 to the power of 5 is 1.3094, that is it becomes rupees 13,094.93, and compound interest actually then becomes amount minus principal is 13,094.93 minus, it will be 10,000. The figure has been wrongly printed, and it will be 3094.93. As I had previously said, that book has several printing mistakes. This is actually one of them. Amount should have been 10,000, and it is given as 1,000. Now, we find the compound interest on rupees 25,000 at 5% per annum at the end of 2.5 years, if interest is calculated half yearly. Now we have the compound interest on rupees 25,000 at 5% per annum at the end of 2.5 years. Now we have here the same formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by n to the power of 100, R by P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n. Amount is this. Now we have P is equal to 25,000, that is principal, R rate of interest as 5%, n as 2.5 years, that is 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5 by 2 years, and K is equal to 2 since it is calculated more than once a year. Now why it is calculated more than once a year? Now we have the little difference in the formula. A is equal to P into, normal formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n, whereas we have P into 1 plus R by 100 K to the power of n divided by K, because the interest is paid semi-annually or half yearly. That is, we have P is equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 5 divided by 2 into 100 whole to the power of 2 into 5 by 2. Why? Because we are paying the interest twice a year. Then we have is equal to 25,000 into 1 plus 0.025 to the power of it will be I think it will be to the power of 5. Yes, it is to the power of 5. 25,000 into 1.025 to the power of 5, that is 1.1314. That gives us the total value of 28,285.20, and the compound interest is the amount minus principal, that is equal to 28,285.20 minus 25,000, that gives us 3,285.20. We'll continue with the rest of this compound interest section in our next class. Thank you.